Hello, and welcome to my user-created hunter cards for Hearthstone. And so these cards are not in the real game, but they are created by me, and I would like to show them to you because I feel that they're interesting concepts that would be cool if they were in the actual game. But anyways, let us begin. So first, we have a Basilisk, which is 8 mana and 3/5 with a battle cry, destroy an enemy minion. And so for this, I felt that it would be like almost a control hunter's version of the rogue's assassinate, because assassinate is 5 mana, destroy an enemy minion. And so for this, it's 3 more mana, you get a 3/5, and it's a beast. And so basically, it would be like end of the game, like if they played like a Dr. Boom, then you just hit Dr. Boom, and then this deals with the boom bots, basically. And so, I don't know, I felt that this was like a pretty balanced card for what it is. And it would be cool for Control Hunter, which I wish would be a thing, because that would be awesome. But, moving on. Next is Camouflage. 4 mana, give a minion stealth. And so basically this is like the rogue's Mistress of Disguise. Or is that what she's called? So she's called something like that, where it's a 4 mana 3/3, give a minion stealth. And this is just like that, only it's the hunter version. And so this would be cool for stuff like Gazrilla, where if you played Gazrilla and then you played Camouflage, and then you just racked up the damage and then killed the enemy. So, I don't know, I feel that it would be cool to give other classes the ability to use stealth in some way. Because there are a lot of cards which, if you waited long enough with the card with stealth, it could be pretty powerful. But I don't know, I feel that this would be interesting. And the next is a Grand Giant, and then it costs 1 less for each beast on the board. And so basically this would be like another giant for beasts specifically, and so that would give beast hunter decks more of a heavy hitter, basically. And so if you played like Unleash the Hounds, and then you hit the Hound into something, and then you played the Grand Giant on the back of it, I mean, it wouldn't be as good as Sea Giant, but I mean, I don't know. I feel that it would be interesting to have some more giants in the game, basically. But moving on, 10 mana Hungry Devilsaur, and I know this guy looks giant, and he is giant, but I mean, the effect is pretty random. And so he has charge, so basically you deal 12 damage, finisher. Which, I mean, I might want to tone this down to a 10/10, or like a 8/10 or something like that. But, and then the ability is, whenever you deal damage, deal that much damage to another random character. And so, if you are at 12 health and your enemy is at 12 health, and you hit the enemy with this guy, then you're also gonna die. So, well, if there's nothing else on the board. But yeah, I like this effect because it's very like it's a random chance to kill yourself basically if you are using it to attack the enemy. But I don't know, I like it. Next card, Hunter of the Wild, 2 mana, small card, but interesting. And it's for beast decks, of course, where it gains +1 attack whenever a beast is summoned. And so this, in conjunction with like Unleash the Hounds, if you were on turn 3, let's say, and you just played this last turn, and the enemy did not kill it, then you Unleash the Hounds, and let's say they have like 3 guys on the board, then this gets +3 attack, it turns into a 4/4. And so, I mean, that seems pretty balanced, in my opinion, because it's a combo. And so you have to have the 2 cards, and you have to make sure this stays alive, and you have to play Unleash the Hounds. And so, I feel it's pretty balanced. I mean, it's not like the Undertaker, thank God, because when that was a thing, it was way too powerful. But for this, I feel that this is pretty balanced. And it's cool because it promotes beast decks, which are cool idea. Next, 8 mana, Master of Stealth, and it has stealth, of course, and then it's the 7/3, so it can't really trade into minions very well. But granted, it has a 50% chance to go back into stealth at the end of your turn. So basically, this is a guy where you play him, and then you hit the enemy's face, and then you hope that he gains stealth again. so that then you can hit the enemy's face again, and then you hope that he gains stealth again, and so on and so forth. Or you can use him to trade into a taunt or something. But I feel that it's an interesting idea to have something that keeps attacking, but it's random. So it's like a trade-off of like, well, you might be able to use him, but you might not. And so basically, I like that idea. Next, a murder of crows. And so this was me looking at Force of Nature and then trying to give it to hunters in some way. And so for this, it's summon 3 1/1 crows with charge, wind fury, and immune this turn. So that means they're only immune this turn. They're not immune any other turns except for this. And so basically, it's like 2/1 crows that are immune. So basically, you keep them at the end of your turn, which is why it's 8 mana. But yeah, I feel because hunters do not, to my knowledge, have a sort of Savage Roar. So basically, you could use this, and it wouldn't be like a broken combo like Force of Nature Savage Roar is. But I don't know. I like the idea because I feel that other classes could have very cool design if they used like the Force of Nature idea. But next, Rishuahan. I don't know if that's how you say it, but I think it is. But it's a 6 mana 3/9 with charge, and it gains stealth at the end of your turn. And so this guy would be like for trading with minions. So if you were up against like a zoo deck, and you were a control hunter, and you played this, and then you just killed one of their guys, and then... So this could 3 for 1, usually. So like, let's say they have like a 3 health guy, a 2 health guy, and a 4 health guy. Basically, if you hit their 4 health guy with like, I don't know, like a random minion, and then you used Rishuan to hit it, and then Rishuan went back into stealth, and then you used it to kill the 3 health one, and then went back into stealth, and then kill the 2 health one, and then it died, it would still have a lot of value to it, because it basically 3 for 1, which would be awesome. But yeah, I feel that this card would be a cool concept because he can basically stay alive and almost have guaranteed value. I mean, if you don't like send him off into like a 7 attack guy or something, but I don't know. I feel that he would be cool for control hunters, which I really want, as you can tell. And then next, this is the legendary. Well, I made other legendaries, but this is like the big giant legendary, which has 4 other cards, which are pretty powerful, but they all cost basically 10 mana. And so call Spirit Beast, and you choose one of the 4 Spirit Beasts to add to your hand. And so the Spirit Beasts, I'm going to go through them now, but so starting off with the bear, basically it's you add it to your hand, and then you can play it for free because you already paid 10 mana for it. But it's Taunt and Divine Shield, and it's just a 4/12. So it's like if you're in an emergency and you need a big taunt, then you just play this guy, and then you have a little bit more time to try and heal, or whatever you want to do. I mean, as long as they don't take this guy out or kill him immediately. And then next, you have the Owl, which has Charge, Wind Fury, and Immune when attacking. So basically you play him, and it's like you deal 6 damage without this guy actually taking any damage. So I mean, it's like if you were in an emergency situation and you're like, I really need to clear these 2 minions really fast, like right now, but I don't have like anything with like able to attack both of them. Well, then you play this guy, he kills both of them, and he keeps his 5 health. So I feel that that's pretty balanced. Next is the Porcupine, which has Charge, and it deals damage to the target equal to the damage it takes, which I feel is a really cool idea. Because basically, this guy has 15 health, and he doesn't have very much damage. But if you're attacking something like that has like 7 attack and like 6 health, then this guy kills him. I mean, the Porcupine takes damage in the process, but I mean, he has 15 health, so he could like 2 for 1, 3 for 1, maybe. But I don't know, I feel that he would be very cool, because he can basically take out like Deathwing or something. I mean, but you can't attack like face and just deal like 12 damage. He has to actually attack the minion, and then he deals that amount of damage, which is pretty cool. And then finally, Scroll the Wolf. He's from Northrend, if you played WoW. But Charge, Divine Shield, deal 8 damage. Just basically like if you need to finish off the opponent, end of the game, you just put this guy on the board, you play him, and you hit face and win. if at least that's where he would be used. But yeah, I feel that these spirit beasts are very interesting because they're like 12 or like 10 mana, but then they all have their different respective powers, and so you can use them in different situations for survivability, basically, or for attacking, or for whatever. But yeah, that is the end of my user-created hunter cards, and I hope you enjoyed.